Chapter 4: Social Responsibility and Ethics Sustainable Marketing. Objectives: define sustainable marketing and discuss its importance. Identify the major social criticisms of marketing. Define consumerism and environmentalism and explain how they affect marketing strategies. Describe the principles of sustainable marketing. Explain the role of ethics in marketing. Sustainable marketing. Sustainable marketing calls for meeting the present needs of consumers and businesses while also preserving and enhancing the ability of future generations to meet their needs. Sustainable marketing impacts society, consumers, and business. Marketing's impact on businesses, society, and consumers. Marketing's impact on individual consumers are high prices, deceptive practices, high-pressure selling, shoddy, harmful, or unsafe products, planned obsolescence, poor service to disadvantaged consumers. High prices. Complaint. Prices are too high due to high costs of distribution, advertising, and promotion, excessive markups. Response. Intermediaries are important and offer value. Advertising informs buyers of availability and merits of a brand. Deceptive practices. Complaint. Companies use deceptive practices that lead consumers to believe they will get more value than they actually do. These practices fall into three categories: deceptive pricing, deceptive promotion, and deceptive packaging. Deceptive pricing. Falsely advertising factory or wholesale prices or a large price reduction from a phony high retail list price. Deceptive promotion. Misrepresenting a product features or performance or luring the consumers to the store for a bargain that is out of stock. Deceptive packaging. Exaggerating package content through subtle design using misleading labeling or describing size in misleading terms. High pressure selling. Complaint. Salespeople use high pressure selling that persuade people to buy goods they had no intention to buy. Response. Most selling involves building long-term relationships and valued customers. High pressure on deceptive selling can damage these relationships. Shoddy, harmful, or unsafe products. Complaint. Products have poor quality, provide little benefit, and can be harmful. Response. Good marketers realize there is no value in marketing shoddy, harmful, or unsafe products. Planned obsolescence. Complaint. Producers cause their products to become obsolete and change consumers' concepts of acceptable styles to encourage more and earlier buying. Response. Planned obsolescence is really the result of competitive market forces leading to ever-improving goods and services. Customers like style changes and want the latest innovations. Poor service to disadvantaged consumers. Complaint. Marketers serve disadvantaged consumers poorly. Some retail companies redline poor neighborhoods and avoid placing stores there. Response. Some marketers profitably target these consumers, and when marketers do not, in some cases the government will likely step in to fill the void. Further, the government has privacy legislation to protect individuals' personal information. Social criticisms of marketing. Marketing's impact on society as a whole. Marketing's impact on society as a whole. False wants and too much materialism, too few social goods, cultural pollution. False wants and too much materialism. Complaint. The marketing system argues too much interest in material possessions. People are judged by what they own rather who they are, creating false wants that benefit industry more than they benefit consumers. Response. People do have strong defenses against advertising and other marketing tools. Marketers are most effective when they appeal to existing ones rather than creating new ones. The high failure rate of new products shows that companies cannot control demand. Too few social goods. Complaint. Businesses oversell private goods at the expense of public goods and require more public goods to support them. Example, cars. Response. There needs to be a balance between private and public goods. Producers should bear full social costs of their operations. Consumers should pay the social costs of their purchases. Cultural pollution. Complaint. Marketing and advertising create cultural pollution. People feel bombarded with advertisements. Response. Marketing and advertising are planned to reach only a target audience, and advertising makes radio and television free to users and helps to keep down the cost of newspapers and magazines. Today's consumers have alternatives to avoid marketing and advertising from technology. Marketing's impact on other businesses. Complaint. Acquisition of competitors. Unfair competitive marketing practices that create barriers of entry. Response. Acquisitions can lead to creating efficiencies on smaller companies. Suggestion of a progressive tax on advertising. Laws prevent predatory practices. Consumer actions to promote sustainable marketing. Environmentalism is an organized movement of concerned citizens, businesses, and government agencies to protect and improve people's living environment. In the graph, pollution prevention, product stewardship, design for environment, DFE, new clean technologies, sustainability, vision. Pollution prevention. Pollution prevention involves not just cleaning up waste, but also eliminating or minimizing waste before it is created. Product stewardship. Product stewardship involves minimizing the pollution from production and all environmental impacts throughout the food product life cycle. Design for environment, DFE. Design for environment, DFE, involves thinking ahead to design products that are easier to recover, reuse, or recycle. New clean technologies. New clean technologies involve looking ahead and planning new technologies for competitive advantage. Sustainability vision. Sustainability vision is a guide to the future that shows the company's products, process, and policies must evolve and what is needed to get there. Business actions toward socially responsible marketing. Corporate marketing ethics are broad guidelines that everyone in the organization must follow that cover distributor relations, advertising standards, consumer service, pricing, product development, and general ethics standards. Goes beyond caring for the needs of today's consumers and has concern for tomorrow's customers and the broader world. Consumer actions to promote sustainable marketing. Consumerism is the organized movement of citizens and government agencies to improve the rights and power of buyers in relation to sellers. Traditional sellers' rights include the following: the right to introduce any product in any size and style, provided it is not hazardous to personal health or safety, or if it is, to include proper warnings and controls. The right to charge any price for the product, provided no discrimination exists among similar kinds of buyers. The right to spend any amount to promote the product, provided it is not defined as an unfair competition. The right to use any product message, provided it is not misleading or dishonest in content or execution. The right to use any buying incentive programs, provided they are not unfair or misleading. Traditional buyers' rights include the right not to buy a product that is offered for sale, the right to expect the product to be safe, the right to expect the product to perform as claimed. Comparing these rights, many believe that the balance of power lies on the seller's side. Advocates call for the right to be well informed about important aspects of the product, the right to be protected against questionable products and marketing practices, the right to influence products and marketing practices in ways that will improve the quality of life, the right to consume now in a way that will preserve the world for future generations and consumers.